very good afternoon and welcome back to Pokljuka for the second race of the day. The women's pursuit raced over a distance, of course, of 10 kilometres, 5 times around the 2-kilometre lap, 4 shoots in all, the first 2 in the pro and the second 2 in the stand. And what was so outstanding about the sprint race yesterday was that the top 3 all achieved or equalled their personal best in their World Cup careers. Sokolova of the Czech Republic getting her first ever win. She starts just 0.2 of a second ahead of Miriam Gustner of Germany, and Gustner by far and away the quicker skier of those two, but it's all about combining the ski speed with accurate shooting, and that has not been Gustner's forte over the last 18 months or so. Now, third to go will be Skardino of Belarus, who's had a very, very good shooting record so far this year. Away she goes, 96% in both the prone and the stand. That should stand her in good stead. Vita Semelienko is away. Darina Baer of France also started. Magdalena Gwizdon of Poland underway now. And ahead of Henkel, Vitkova, Gasparin. Glazarina goes for Russia. She's pretty handy on the range at the moment, and certainly if she's in contention in the last shoot, then Glazarina could be the one to come through and snatch the victory here in Pokljuka. Crawford, Hildebrand, Susan Dunkley of USA, who's having another good season. Dunkley, of course, who got a very good result in the World Championship individual. Tiril Eckhoff going for Norway. Kaisa Mäkäräinen should be ready to go for Finland. Yes, she's underway. Good to start from her. Tora Berger starting for Norway, number 27. And Tora Berger with an awful lot of work to do. 1 minute 19 behind the starter, Gabriela Sokolova. So it's going to be very difficult for Berger to do anything. But it's all about winning points and taking advantage of the fact that Daria Domracheva is not racing today, just as she didn't yesterday. A nice steady start from Sokolova, but as expected, Miriam Gustner already taking the lead. So approaching the range for the first time, and it's been a rapid descent down the hill for Miriam Gustner. I think she's probably skiing at the same level as Sokolova. She's that much quicker. Now, can Gustner get her first ever World Cup win today? She's got a long way to go, 20 targets to hit. She can certainly afford to miss, let's say 2 or 3 and stand a chance of winning. Ooh. But surely not 2 in the first shoot. That is bad news for Gustner, and an encouraging sign for Sokolova, who's next door to her. Now, 10 out of 10 yesterday for Sokolova, and her shooting has been pretty immaculate so far this season. Nice and steady, she's not rushing it, it's not quick. Very wide stance with the legs. So, 5 out of 5, just the sort of start that she would have wanted. Andrea Henkel, the most experienced on the range at the moment, going through the shots. 4 out of 4 for Henkel. She's going to move up the order, having started in 7th place. She could be knocking on the door of a top 3 after the first shoot, so maybe she's after her first victory of the season. Well, a lot of good shooting going on. Skardino and Vitkova, as expected, going clear. Well, keep your eye on the time margins. Skardino, who started well up in the order, expected to do something, started 3rd today, just 30 seconds off the leaders, and she's gained a little bit of time, but that's largely due to the fact that Gustner has missed targets. Gustner's dropped from 1st place down to 7th with those 2 misses early on. And later starters coming into the range now. Sulumdal of Norway started number 41. Got a first win in the World Cup last week. I think it's highly, highly unlikely that she can get her second one here today. She's left herself with too much work to do, but her best chance comes tomorrow in the mass start. Another miss from Sulumdal, so perhaps her confidence starting to fade after a really good start to the season. Schrempf and Schwartz also missing 2 apiece. Now let's go back to the race leaders. This is Sokolova. Still on track and looking very comfortable. Sokolova taking full advantage of Gustner's missed targets, but look at this. Miriam Gustner is gaining time at a rate of knots. That's a fantastic ski from her. Andrea Henkel going through in second place. Gustner right on the heels of her teammate now. So Germany 2 and 3 chasing down the Czech Republic, but the work rate from Gustner is quite staggering. Well, they did say when she started on the World Cup Tour that she was going to be the next Magdalena Neuner. Is she going to prove that today? She's had 4 runners-up positions, Miriam Gustner, and today she's got a very, very good chance, but she has to shoot a little bit better than she's been doing so far this season. Well, she's shown today that she can miss 2 and still stay in touch with the leaders. If she only misses 1, then Miriam Gustner could well come in after the 3rd lap in first position. So Sokolova, Henkel, Gustner, Doreen Abert of France, who started in 5th, lying in 4th place at the moment as they start the second shoot in the prone position. 8 out of 8 for Sokolova. Henkel shooting well as well, clear on the first shoot. Oh, she's thrown that wide, so the 8th shot has gone missing for Henkel, the 9th in fact, and number 10 goes down. Now Gustner taking a little bit more time in the range after that shaky start, but she also misses the 4th one. Same target as Henkel. Doreen Abert likewise. I'm not sure whether that was a gust of wind. I don't think so. I didn't see the flags move, but slightly extraordinary that they all missed the same target at the same time. Vita Semelienko, good clear shooting from her. She's the best of the twins by a long way this year. Vita Semelienko hasn't got herself on race form whatsoever. Vitkova, another 5 targets go rattling down, and that's good. She hit 10 out of 10 yesterday, the 24-year-old. 3rd top 10 result for her. But Vitkova is either brilliant or she's appalling. So today looks as though she's having one of her good races. Lying in 6th at the moment, having started in 8th. So a really steady start for her. And in fact, she's exactly the same time margin behind the leader as she was at the start of the race. Tora Berger with a missed target. I don't think we're going to see her on the podium for the 6th time this season. Susan Dunkley of the USA misses 1. Anaïs Biscon goes clear, 5 with 5. Good shooting from her, and Kaisa Mäkäräinen. 1 miss on the first shoot, 1 miss on the second shoot, and that certainly is going to damage the good skiing that she's been putting in so far. 4 kilometres completed, another 6 kilometres to go. And at the moment, it is the Czech Republic who have the lead. Is Sokolova looking for her 2nd victory in 2 days. Welcome back to Slovenia, just with the leaders in this women's pursuit event. 5.4 kilometres covered. They've got another 4.6 to go to make up the 10Ks, and it's still Sokolova of the Czech Republic who leads, but that margin ahead of Gustner is not massive. Gustner missed, as you saw, 1 target in that second shoot, having missed 2 on the first, so she's already skied 450 metres further than Sokolova, and the margin is standing at 13.2 seconds, so a brilliant skiing performance from Gustner. Henkel in 3rd, 18.8 behind, and Henkel has gone 0-1 on the range, so she's shooting steady. She's still nowhere near her best ski form, but at least she's showing that she's worth her place in the German team. More than that, she's shown that she's the leader of the German team, the most consistent by some distance. Gustner looks hungry today, really hungry today. Missed out by just 2 seconds in yesterday's race, having started the last lap 17 seconds behind this woman. She made up 15, but just couldn't close those last 2. So today, I guess, with 2 kilometres to ski over the last lap, If Gustner can get within 15 seconds, then she might fancy her chances of catching Sokolova, but we've still got 2 shoots to go, so that may never happen. And just like Magdalena Neuner, it's the standing shoot that has undone Miriam Gustner so far when she's been close to taking the victory. Is it going to be Henkel's day? Through goes Henkel. Number 4, that's Vita Simirienko. She's had 7 podiums in her career, never had a win. So there is a chance that we're going to have a new winner today. Gustner hasn't won. Simirienko hasn't won. Scardino hasn't won. So Uwe Musigang looking on. He'll be interested in Gustner's targets. Will she go clear and give herself a lead for the first time? Look how steady Sokolova is. Absolutely superb. She's once again just being patient. Good couple of breaths in between each round. Solid position. Gustner and Henkel have both missed. Henkel's thrown 2 wide, so another 300 meters for her. And Sokolova makes it 15 out of 15. My goodness, starting first and hitting the first 15 targets, you would have thought she'd have earned a 30-40 second lead, but that is not the case because the Germans are skiing so well. But a chance now for Sokolova to start pulling ahead, and the clock will start as she leaves the stadium, and Gustner continues like a little dynamo around that penalty loop. Fantastic skiing from her. Veronika Vidkova definitely having one of her good days. Out in second place, Doreen Habert of France, who started in 5th, really improved in the pursuits this season. And in fact, in the 2 pursuits we've had prior to today, she's moved up significantly from her sprint finish. So Doreen Habert will certainly be thinking in terms of finishing on the podium today. And at the moment, she lies in second. Gustner down 24 seconds, having missed another target. So she's missed 4. Now, what will she close that margin to before she comes in for the final shoot? I wonder. If she closes it to 0, that would be an impressive bit of skiing. It's all about tempo with Miriam.